Hi, I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta from Norwalk Community College in Connecticut, and I am going to make you a potato pie. So the first thing we have to do to make our potato pie is we have to slice potatoes, and we use a mandolin, and we are going to slice it directly into the boiling water rather than into a pan and have that potato starch stick to one another and fiddle with it. We're going to go right into the water. We got to be careful. They usually have a safety guard. I'm just going to be a little cautious because I have more control without the safety guard. So I'm going to slice right into here, a little bit of an angle so I get some length. I have it adjusted to the right thickness. Now listen, be careful. My hands are a little calloused, but I have seen some nasty accidents, so just be careful. There we go. Look how nice that is, right in. Our last slice can't go in too much later than our first slice because then you're going to have too much uneven cooking. I mean, you certainly don't want a mushy first slice. Okay, that's enough. Blanching is part cooking, anywhere from 3/4 of the way to 7/8 of the way cooked, because it means that you're going to heat it again and finish the cooking. The reason why we're blanching here, the primary reason, is so the potatoes won't take that long in the oven, and also so they won't start to turn brown when I'm layering them in the pie dish. When I unmold the potatoes, I'm going to want a little garnish on the platter. So this is a little basil oil. I tried to get mostly the oil that was sitting on the top. We're going to have a little snow pea. I think we're just going to have a little snow pea going around. The snow peas are blanched, right? They're part cooked. So all I have to do is heat them up. I'm going to hit it with some salt. I'm going to hit it with some fresh pepper this time and give that a little toss. Don't overcook it. Okay, so these are blanched. Not 100% cooked, but they certainly won't oxidize and turn brown. And I'm just going to put them in this pan here. Spread them out, because you know why? They stick. Plus, also, they're going to be hot to handle. I got to pick them up. So let's get a nice small layer down first. And then we're going to put a layer of seasoning, butter, and spinach. And the butter helps glue it together nice and tight. Keep it tight. And the spinach looks good, tastes good. You see a little bit of dark. And this is just certain kind of flavor combinations in this world that just do it for us. I think spinach and potato is one of them. So let's get a little dab. And it's a buttered dish too on the bottom. I put some white pepper down, salt of course, kosher salt. I always use kosher salt. And don't put a big chunky layer of this spinach, but you're really not going to get it unraveled because this is blanched also, and when you blanch spinach, it will kind of clump up and stick to one another. But anyway, just do a single layer as best as possible. Now we start with another layer of potatoes, and because they're blanched, you know, the starch has a tendency to come out, so they stick to one another. These are thin-skinned yellow or Yukon Gold potatoes. You can see the gold color coming out. The beauty is that I didn't peel them. So I saved work peeling the potatoes and slicing it really thin. You can't even tell there's a skin on there. Now let's get our spinach laid out as best as possible. Pick up a clump. We're going to make a nice pie pie. I mean, I have the potatoes. I might as well use them. Now, you don't have to be that fancy or that particular about laying them out inside here because nobody's going to see this. We're going to unmold this. And so the bottom layer, which is going to become the top, that is the important layer to kind of keep them concentric and to keep them uniform. There we go. And this is going to be our last layer. Just cover the spinach, protect the spinach. Seasoned enough, I'm sure. That's going to take 20-25 minutes, maybe half an hour, because I want to get some good color. So here is a potato pie we prepared earlier, and we're going to unmold it. Let us unmold. All right. So, no real casualties to speak of. Just one right here, and you know what? I'm going to cover that piece of spinach with it. So here's our snow pea garnish that we're going to arrange around our potato pie. I added a little tomato to it. And we're going to take some of that tomato and we're going to put it on top of the potato pie because it didn't quite get the color that I would have liked. And so we're going to cover it up. That's what good pie people do. Okay, now this is a little bit of that basil oil, basil puree and oil. That's it. So let's have a taste. So we'll portion this into a nice triangle. It's a good potato. I'm Chef Jeff Trombetta, and remember, it's just good cooking.